500,000 teens and young adults with autism will enter adulthood in the next decade. That's according to the Department of Health and Human Services.
But the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that only about 20% of people with disabilities are working or seeking employment.
Eyewitness News anchor Danielle North takes a look at a local company shining a spotlight on the unique abilities of adults on the spectrum and their strengths in the workplace. New at 5.
The Autism Project of Rhode Island is noticing a slight change in a trend toward companies hiring more adults with autism spectrum disorder. In fact, they've been asked to provide more training and support for local employers who want to hire an adult with a disability, including a company from North Kingstown. On the busy factory floor of Lifeware Technologies, 22-year-old Patrick Quinn is hard at work as a fulfillment assistant. As an adult with autism spectrum disorder, his shift may be shorter than most employees, but his daily workplace expectations are exactly the same.
I label and stamp boxes and stuff, put some good things into boxes and use tape dispensers. And I have some nice people here too.
Patrick tells us he enjoys the work he does and the people he works with. His boss, Al Greer, the president of Lifeware Technologies, has known Patrick and his family since Patrick was a child. Greer says he was hopeful that Patrick would be a good fit when he approached him about a job.
My biggest reservation was I wasn't sure in the environment how it was going to impact him. Was the machinery going to be too noisy? Were the people moving around him too quickly? Was he going to feel uncomfortable here?
But after training, it was clear that Patrick fit in, and more importantly, he could do the job and do it well.
One of the biggest strengths he has is his focus and his attention. Once he gets in that zone, he performs as well as anybody else out there.
An increasing number of companies across the country, like Microsoft, Freddie Mac, and Walgreens, are establishing hiring and recruiting campaigns and developing new hiring methods with this large population of workers in mind. Greer says personally and professionally, it's a trend in the right direction.
He's just so sincere. He's such a nice kid. Some of those huge companies, the billion-dollar companies, this is a huge market for them. There's a lot of people out there that are classified with a disability that can easily perform and work a job, and I think they're realizing there's a huge market. They need to fill jobs too. So I think it's a win-win.
And there are a number of agencies and programs in Rhode Island that help adults with autism spectrum disorder find and maintain employment. And for a full list, you can head to our website, WPRI.com. I'm Danielle North, Eyewitness News.
And the 16th annual Imagine Walk for Autism is this weekend. Lace up your sneakers. It's Sunday, April 29th at Goddard Park in Warwick. Kickoff is at 9 a.m. WPRI 12, Fox Providence, MyRI TV, and the CW Providence are proud sponsors of the event.